So he still has McCann and then Andrew Jones with a sore elbow. And Woodward, so you know, his bench has been depleted where the Rockies still at full force.
2-2 to Spilborghs. Ryan with the 2 homers, 39 runs batted in on the season now, and 43 hits. Tie game here in the 8th, trying to get the rally started. One thing I made Tyler Yates work. He threw 20 pitches in the 6th inning. Dotel threw 24, blowing the save in the 7th. Spilborghs extending right here against Soriano, starting the 8th. And he walked him. Sometimes you get umpires, George talked about it before, anticipating a strike that ends up not a strike. Sometimes you get guys that they just are more comfortable calling the third base side of home plate and the first base side of home plate.
No question. Absolutely. And that ended up being called the ball. The leadoff man on. Now you're at the bottom of the order with Tulowitzki and then Iannetta. The wheels are starting to turn in both dugouts now. Who do you pinch hit if you do? Maybe for Iannetta. If you get this run in scoring position, put Torrey Alba into the ball game. Do you wait and let Iannetta maybe? You know, Tulowitzki gets on base, utilize Iannetta to bun him over. Then you got Hop, who you could use. I mean, there's just all kinds of things that are going on now. And who you would take out of that dugout. See, Hop's already got a helmet on. He's swinging the bat a little bit.
Well, the stretch for Tyler Yates back in that 6th inning, after intentionally walking Spilborghs, he was able to strike out Tulowitzki and Iannetta and then get Aaron Cook to fly out. The Rockies had to settle for just the 2 runs. Braves came back with 2 in the bottom of the 6th, but Todd Helton with a 2-out RBI single after Jamie Carroll had tripled knotted the game up another time, and the Rockies look to regain the advantage here in the 8th. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tulo.
Well, as you would anticipate, Jorge Julio starting to throw down in the Rockies bullpen in preparation to come on to pitch the 8th inning.
Knowing that the pitcher's spot has a real good chance to bat in this inning.
Another good job by LaTroy Hawkins.
Tulo with 4 sack bunts on the year. Swinging away, 1 and 2.
And it's something that he can do, but doesn't get asked to do an awful lot because in the 7 and 8 hole, obviously your pitcher coming up behind you. Late games like this, a tie game where you would pinch hit. Maybe where Clint Hurt will ask him to move around.
But he'd be like Jake if we had the projector and the mouse pointer.
Tulo working under the baseball a little bit. Trying to get that
What's
strike
happening?
again. George talked about it earlier. This young man playing a lot of games in his first full year.
A lot of games, a lot of innings. Pressure position at shortstop.
Hung in there on the breaking ball, the slider, fouled it away.
Yeah, hard too. I mean, you think about what he's going through as a rookie. Only 7 errors committed to double plays that he has turned this year in a Rocky uniform.
Hooray for bad neighbors. Or the neighbors' bad singing.
Yes.
2 and 2 as Soriano's fastball is not close. 37,089 on hand here this afternoon.
Is this boring, Tom? Is this boring
as many
you?
as possible are sitting in the shade.
Is there not enough movement like the Ducks?
The rain when it came for a short time just to cool them down a little bit in the ballpark.
Tulo underneath the baseball, skies it, going out Escobar. 1 down. And when Alan Cockrell talks about underneath the baseball, George, what are we referring to?
Well, a lot of times it's just rotation of the shoulders. It's not around to the baseball. It's working the back shoulder down. You know, when you do, you drop your hands and you're working under everything. And I think that's the one thing that they talk about or worry about Because with young guys, as they start to get tired, they start to want to lift things, and they get into bad habits. I think part of the thing, too, is that with a young player, they've all fallen into it. It's not just Troy's first guy in the history of the game. You start hitting some long balls, you start thinking long ball. And you start to try to lift the ball all the time. They will go to the bench. Brad Hopp will pinch hit for Ionetta.
And Torrealba's on deck to pinch hit for the pitcher. A couple of reasons here. Of course, Brad with the ability to take it out of the ballpark. Left-handed batter as well, and try and stay out of the double play possibility since he's got better speed coming out of that left-hand box than Torrealba would batting from the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A lot like that one left-hander you got down in the bullpen. You take your shot when you get an opportunity to have a power hitter at the plate to win your game late. Hops that shot right now.
Brad had a double last night. He's walked 4 times in the series. A guy with a decent eye at the plate, even during a struggling stretch. Makes Soriano throw a strike. And Soriano falls behind 3-1. Mentioned it. Terrific starting out, but of late laboring. Allowed 9 runs in his last 10 innings.
Hop had a cut that would have sent it to Colorado if he connected.
Full count on Brad.
You know, the difference here at this ballpark, Jack, there's not a cage directly behind the dugout or in the batting practice area where you could get loose. You're mostly on a tee or just free swinging in the locker room. A lot of the newer ballparks, they have the batting cages. Go ahead and take a few hats while you wait for this change.
Spilborgs go, strike 3. Miller double clutched. And that allows Spilborgs to steal the base, his 3rd. But Soriano with the strikeout gets out number 2.
Yeah, it's boring, huh?
Tell if he lost the grip or if he was afraid to hit top, whatever. When Miller hesitated, it gave Spilborgs the break he needed.
I was trying to see, did the pitcher get out front? Hop didn't. He just started to eat the baseball. I think his front left leg just went out from under him. Watch it as he starts to throw, and it's off balance, and then just regained his balance and fired it down to second base.
So the go-ahead run moves into scoring position. And Yorvi Torrealba, as a pinch hitter, will try and knock him in. Yorvi pinch hitting for just the 3rd.